So when you're living in a household where there's an addict, the addict is underperforming in many ways, so that other people have to or are faced with a situation of picking up the pieces. So they're overperforming. They're overperforming. If you came from a household where there was perhaps alcohol addiction, there's some calculations done among the family members, and sometimes it might produce so much fear. There's a lot of clinical evidence and patterns attributed to someone becoming a workaholic who is the child of an alcoholic. And that's another form of addiction. So the adult child of an alcoholic may be unavailable in many ways and taking advantage of the people around them because they're obsessed with their performance at work. And of course, we all know it's much easier to hold down a job than it is to raise kids. So you could spend all your time hiding in your office. And so we see quite a bit of that going on as well. So there are different addictions, but just know that any addiction creates overperformance in certain people to match your unavailability or underperformance by others. So, so the question becomes stress. How do you manage the stress in your life? Because most of this is just hugely stressful. So one of the things I like to say is you need to be exercising daily. That's a way to unload stress, to get rid of the stress in your life is daily exercising. It's not optional. And I'm not talking about walking. I'm talking about getting your heart rate up and sweating. So let's take a look at February 25th. Alcoholism or addiction in families tends to promote neglect of self. Consequently, I never learned how to take care of myself when I didn't feel well. Even with a high fever, I went about my business just as I would any other day. Anything else seemed self-indulgent and weak. In Al-Anon, I've had a chance to discover a different way to take care of myself. I see others giving themselves extra attention when they are sick. They rest when they feel tired. They sometimes take a day off. They eat balanced diets. They see doctors when it seems appropriate. By following the examples of other Al-Anon members, I am learning to accept that I can't always feel on top of the world and respond more lovingly. It's just one more area where I'm letting go of my unrealistic expectations. Maybe illness is something my higher power uses to tell me to be good to myself. Today's reminder, I am not a robot. Sometimes I get sick or tired or preoccupied. I will make an effort to learn what I can do to help myself feel better. It's crucial to be diligent about taking care of ourselves, especially during stressful periods. And that's in all of our affairs. So I just want to humbly suggest that yes, paying attention to your body, resting is crucial, but oftentimes with recurrent, ongoing, long time stress, what you really need to do is exercise. Just a thought. Blessings on your day.